Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, testing, testing.
Hello, hello. What's up? Did I turn my mic off?
So now try to get talk. Go ahead and tell her.
Mic check, mic check. Hey, so I'm gonna have that 3-box up, and just like Jonathan in game time, I'm gonna toss to Mason. And so you can just, I'm gonna have, I have Alex, Jonathan, and Mason, who's live right now at Permian. That game just ended. Mason, how did that turn out? And then take his live.
They will be back home.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, let's make some noise, people. Can you make some noise? Dennis, Walter? Make some noise. Lord have mercy. This is tonight, as always. Good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to week 4 of overtime, and we have a plethora of games for you tonight. You'll see highlights from Midland Legacy's game against BOWIE. Permian was looking to bounce back in their date with POTEET, and Odessa High battled for their 3rd straight win of the season. But first, allow me to introduce y'all to the Beatles of West Texas. We got my guy Alex Camerata right here. He was at FORSAN. Jonathan POLASEK was at our game of the week. But right now, we're going to go to Mason Storrs, who's at Permian, where their game just ended.
Well, Corey, we said it. Permian needed a big win tonight after that cancellation and game rescheduling, and they did just that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Well, it was the Panthers versus the Pirates tonight in a rescheduled matchup. POTEET would start scoring out quickly with this handoff up the middle and fake pass from Nicholas Aguilar. Once Joey Shaw gets the ball, there's no stopping him, outpacing guys left and right. But Permian would not wait long to respond. Handoff from Rodney Hall to Tristan Johnson, who feels a little heat and starts stretching those legs. Some players nibbling at the ankles, but he gets the TD and then just jogs this thing off like, of course I scored, what'd you expect? This was not just an offensive game though. Aguilar gets the pass out just in time for Jackson Dorothy to swoop in and cause some mayhem. Then Permian would drive it down the field to set up this perfect touchdown toss to Brian Mahaffey. Well, Coach, it was a big win tonight, and where did you see the team's strengths, and where do you think y'all be looking to get better for next week?
Well, I thought we did a better job of being more physical this week. We need to continue to get better with our execution. I thought we did a better job in the run game this week, so we've got a great week, big week for us next week with our first district game.
It's exciting stuff. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, God, I love that, bro. I love that. All right, Permian gets the dub, and they get back into the winning column. You love to see it, Mojo. All right, so we have another game, our game of the week between Monahans and Fort Stockton, 2 undefeated teams. But the thing is, it's in overtime. Our guy, Jonathan POLASEK, is there right now to give us the update. Jonathan, how's that game going?
Corey, that's right. We had 2 undefeated teams coming into tonight's game. Monahans at Fort Stockton. And, both of these teams came in with high-octane offenses, but they were kind of limited, especially in that first half. Part of that was due to the very lengthy rain delay that we had out here, but also in part to the sound football that both the Lobos and the Panthers were playing tonight. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at those highlights. It's Game of the Week, Game 4 here in Fort Stockton, where Monahans is undefeated and taking on the 3-0 and also undefeated Fort Stockton. Monahans to start. Chino Navarrete swings one out to his receiver, Leonard Davis. He makes a man miss, bumps into his own teammate, but is completely unfazed and glides for a huge play to start this one off. But on the same drive, 4th and goal from the 1, and that Panther defense says, no sir, not today. The Lobos come up empty, and the Panthers are fired up. However, the Lobos would not be denied again. Navarrete to Davis once again. This time, the Lobos put 6 on the board and take an early lead in the first. But the Panthers would quickly answer. Dominic Aguilar, the state's leading rusher, fights through the entire Lobos defense and punches it in himself, tying it up in the first quarter. Well, this game ended just about a minute ago. After the lengthy rain delay, this game was not going to be decided in just 4 quarters. We had to go to a little bit of overtime for that to happen, and it was in overtime, which Monahans, they were able to do just enough to eke out the win. It was a hard-fought game. Both the Panthers and the Lobos should be proud. But your final tonight here in Fort Stockton, Monahans 28, Fort Stockton 21. Corey?
What? Monahans came back and won it? Oh, that's crazy. What a crazy game, Jonathan. What a crazy game. Hey, that's why there's the game of our week. Hey, that's why the game of the week, baby. Love to see it. All right, time to pass it over to Kermit, where the Yellow Jackets took on the Golden Cranes, and it was homecoming for Kermit. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all, all right? Jackson Willis is a nasty dude. He goes off the back foot, and the ball finds Payson Smith in the end zone as he snags it over 2 people, making it 7-zip. And this time, the Golden Cranes won't travel through the air. Instead, they'll cool with just going on the ground. The ball does come loose, but the ref says he crossed the goal line before then. Now, if you thought this was a shutout, you're wrong. Jeremiah Salazar scampers to the outside and finds the end zone for the Yellow Jackets. But that deficit would expand, though, because, man, this Crane offense is electric. Jackson finds Oliver Cervantes, and he takes the screen to the cribbo. Crane wins this one by a narrow margin, but they get the dub. Now, Raiders, they're over there against Odessa High. Raiders will kick off scoring tonight in the first quarter. They'll hand it off to Anquan Willis, and he's good to go into the end zone as he muscles his way into there. But soon after, Odessa High's Diego Cervantes decides to hold it himself, and then he gets into the end zone. What a tough run right there for the Broncos. And with minutes to go in the first, Javante Delsey gets the ball but is taken down by a horde of Raiders. In second quarter now, Cervantes calls his own number again. Broncos take the lead, and that's our athlete of the week, people. Put some respect on his name. Diego Cervantes leads Odessa High, but they will come up short tonight against Wichita Falls Rider. Now over in Midland, the Rebs were back. At home, that is, this time against Arlington Bowie, and whatever offensive game plan the Volunteers had, they don't ever need to use that again, especially with a dog like Wesley Smith sniffing out that play. Then his partner in crime, Cole Stapleton, swung the QB like a rag doll for the sack. Now, folks, this doesn't make any sense, okay? I could fit an elephant through that hole for McCollin Young. He gets legacy on the scoreboard first, and that score would double after Sweet Feet Donnie Bishop Jr. touched the rock. He juked out the defenders and my camera before waltzing into the end zone. Bishop and the boys get back in the winning column tonight after they canceled the game in the second quarter. And folks, would it be overtime if we didn't talk about our athlete of the week? You already saw him score 2 touchdowns in the highlight. This week, we're introducing you to Diego Cervantes, quarterback for the Odessa High Broncos. Now, the Broncos just came away with their second victory of the season, putting up 52 points in a big win against Lubbock Coronado. What does that mean? The Broncos have already had more wins this season. Now, our athlete of the week, Diego Cervantes, he scored 2 touchdowns tonight, so congratulations to you, Diego. And right now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hey, you're watching GAMETIME on Newswest 9. Go Reds! Go Reds!
pride got took. Yeah, 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 yeah. And now you want a poster. They can't even coach ya. I did it for the culture. Yeah. You know that I got it. Yeah. You know that I got it. Yeah. All this game up in my pocket. Bet that you can't stop me. You know that I got it. I want it all. I want it all. Fight to the finish. And don't make you fall. Go back to beginning. You never seen this. Game is the meanest. You watch on your phone now. Can't wait till they stream this. And they watch it over and over. Over and over. Reporters can't approach ya. Your teammates wanna roast ya. I did it for the culture. You know that I yeah, you know that I got it. Yeah. Reporters can't approach ya. Your teammates wanna roast ya. Did it for the culture.
All right, we already had one matchup with two undefeated teams, and my guy Alex Camerado is at the other one in FORSAN. How is that matchup, big guy? And have you been working out?
Corey, I haven't been working out, but these two teams certainly were in the first half. It's currently 27-20 FORSAN. This game is into a weather delay at the moment. As you can see behind me, the field is empty, but players and fans are starting to enter back the field of play. 10:25, it looks like they're going to resume action. It was a great first half. Why don't we look at the first half highlights? MCCAMEY and FORSAN, a battle of undefeateds at Buffalo Stadium to kick off week 4. First drive of the game for FORSAN. Quarterback Major Stockton unleashes a major bomb to Josh Cervantes to set up the Buffaloes inside the red zone. A few plays later, Stockton finds Cervantes again, this time in pay dirt, to give the Buffaloes a 6-0 lead. The Badgers would answer right back though. Nano Rodriguez hits Braden Fuentes with a money ball to tie the game up. In the second, that Rodriguez and Fuentes connection is real. Check out this top play nominee on a sweet touchdown catch by Fuentes right into your living room to put MCCAMEY ahead. As you can see, a shootout in the first half, 47 combined points. Again, still an empty field behind me, but play should be resuming soon. Hopefully we're going to see a finish here in FORSAN. Corey.
Thank you, Alex. All right, now Rankin Red Devils. Look at that beautiful shot there by David Huertas. Shout out to you, Brody. They played at 6:30 today, so that was before all this rain and stuff. And it was raining touchdowns as well. Leakey, they would pass it over to Goddard, and he would go to Galindo for an Eagle touchdown. Look at that, blinded by the sun. Shout out David. Got blinded by the sun on that throw. Okay, now the Red Devil ball. Blake Weiss pitches to the Braxton Kirkland for a touchdown run, making it 8-8 in the first quarter. And dang, the Rankin Red Devils put up some numbers today, 79-34. Now, Reagan County took on the Owls from San Angelo TLCA. And fun fact, I used to be a drummer back in my day, so respect to the drum line there. And respect to this Owl defense. They flocked to the ball all night long, and their offense helped out too. Cason Brown caught his own number and runs past the goal line to give Reagan County not only a touchdown, but then also the win here tonight. Now let's go over to Big Spring, where they also had homecoming. Big time play here. Gabe Baeza looking around. He finds it, and he gets the first down. And then they would move the ball a little bit further up, and they're looking around. Baeza, look at that big body getting to the end zone. Does he get there? Oh, he stopped at the 1. But third time's the charm, right? That's what they say. Baeza would then look to his left, find Keegan Mitchell. He gets into the end zone, and that's the only touchdown that we see because they only scored 7 points. 7-6, Big Spring wins this one. All right, let's kick it off to Midland Christian, where they played Nolan Catholic. And look at Coach Anna Scavengers on the whiteboard showing his offensive linemen how to make some holes. And Coach, they listened, baby. River Rodriguez didn't get touched until he was 10 yards down the field, showing off that 4.1 40. That's a lie. I don't know what he runs in the 40. I do know this, though. He's addicted to the end zone. River Rodriguez punches it in from the goal line, giving the Stangs 14 points on the scoreboard. Now it was time for his defense to step up, and they did. Dawson Ballard doing the dirty work and stripping the ball while Brandon Keaton reaches out and recovers it underneath that pile. Unfortunately, though, Midland Christian couldn't come up on top tonight, losing to Nolan Catholic. Midland High versus Lubbock Coronado. This game actually happened yesterday, if you didn't know. So if you don't know this final score, I don't know where you've been. I don't know if you've been under a rock or what. But Midland High has the ball first quarter. Running back Jacob Urias takes the toss and runs hard for a gain of 15 yards to keep the ball moving for the Bulldogs. Later in that quarter, defensive back Tombias Moy lays down the wood, and his teammates get on the fun too. Big stop there on Coronado, and Midland got on the board first though when Bam Ruiz knocked down this 25-yard field goal to give the Bulldogs a 3-0 lead. And just before halftime, John Ward comes shifty moves and earns tough yardage on this carry, but Midland High would not win this game yesterday, losing 42-17. All right. Just like Matthew McConaughey, huh? It's time to show the top plays we captured from tonight. Let's see who made the cut. Top plays, baby. You know the vibes. Crane, we showed it earlier. Jackson Willis off the back foot. Lord have mercy. Going into the arms of Payson Smith over 2 defenders. That's nasty. I would vote for that. I would also vote for this. McCamey going deep into the corner of the end zone. Almost hit the camera, but he does hit the goal line. Touchdown, point at us because you know you're a G. I love it. Then in Andrews, we have a little trickery, reverse play, going over the top, and then we're hopping into the end zone for 6 points. Love that play creativity right there. Now remember to vote. Just go to my Twitter page, and I'll have a poll ready for you tomorrow until Tuesday at midnight. And you don't have to wait that long, though, because guess what? That's it for overtime. I'm sorry to tell you, I know it's been fun. I know you've loved it. I know you loved being here, okay? We've had a great time. I love you, you love me, you love watching me. I love giving you content. I mean, this relationship we got going on is awesome. But I'm sorry I have to break up with you right now. I'll see you next week, okay? Stay with us. Have a good week. I love y'all. God bless. I'll see you next Friday.
On that day like this.